All right, man. Let's talk about the Detroit Lions. Uh, New Jersey reactions. Um, Man, what I must say, I am impressed. I am impressed by the new jerseys that the Detroit Lions now have. Um, seeing the full uniform and kind of the colorways of the full uniform. Um, what was the name of that crisscross song? The Ways of the Mac. You know what I'm saying? So let's see if we can. I'm not even zoomed in. This junk is just extra close. So I like them. Now you gonna have some people just to say, "Oh, they trash," or "I don't like them." Shout out to Shannon from Shannon Crowder's play for the Dolphins. He plays for. He's on the Pivot podcast. He gave them a shout out in the comment section of Woodward Sports, and they fire. They fire. And we had to see a side by side comparison to see the difference. And there's a difference. Now, one of the big things that I heard from a few people was the fact that they no longer have the William Clay Ford patch. A lot of people was tired of that. I mean, if you know the history of William Clay Ford, not just as the Lions owner, he was racist. There ain't no other thing, ain't no way about it. Going to that Ford plant, and long story short, it was a lot of inequality, following minorities into the bathroom and paying them lower wages. I mean, it was even alleged that he hired the mob to beat up picketers and strikers for who wanted better wages and benefits at the Ford plant down there in Dearborn. All right, I think I might have did a video on that, but I'm always keeping funky on stuff like that, right? So basically, how he ended up getting the Lions was because they was tired of him, mailing around in the Ford board meetings. So they gave him the Detroit Lions as a way just to get him out of the Ford's business so they could progress and go forward. So they gave him the Lions just to keep him occupied, which he's definitely occupied us with a bunch of losing before he passed away. All right. So you look at the jerseys. I love them. I mean, they even got colorways where these blue pants go with this, you know, this black. So I love the jerseys, man. And I don't know if the video play if the video play music, so I don't play that. I'm pretty sure it do. So you got St. Brown, the grays. That look pretty good. It look pretty good. I like the blue, the Honolulu blue, the gray, the sleeves, and they got a black helmet that's fire. So the NFL, if you didn't know, they allow teams to have three helmets now, three different helmets. So they really stepping out there. You know, they're really stepping out there. So um, getting a little bit jiggy with it. But yeah, I like this one. I'm gonna buy all of them, to be honest. I like this one. Uh, I mean, I love the helmet. I love the gray, the blue. Kind of looks something like the concepts they was coming out with. So, and apparently, well, I'll wait till I get to that part. But yeah, I love this uniform. You know, they did them justice. Then the white, I definitely want to see them. They got the area codes inside of some of the jerseys, and obviously on the belt line, or that's inside the jersey. I love the mesh jersey. That looks sweet. Um, I love the white ones. It's so funny they got the white quarterback in the white jerseys. I'm pretty sure they'll do the all whites too. They'll put the white pants on there too. That'll be crispy. Um, Look at the helmet though. Oh, look at the helmet. Oh my god. uh, you know, you know. So you know. So that looks you know that looks. I mean that helmet, man. I mean I didn't even think they would step out and even do a blue helmet with the black lion. Fire, fire. I mean that oh man, I might have to just buy the helmet just to sit on my desk or put it on a prop for my videos or something like that. So yeah, that's. I mean, I'm impressed. And Ron Woods told us that these were going to be iconic, and even Big Sean liked them. So I know he do a little bit of jersey designs for. I know he do some jersey designs for the Pistons here and there. So yeah, these in my opinion, these were an excellent look for the Detroit Lions. And then I mean, obviously it's like suits. If you know anything, and most young people don't know nothing about suits, but if you know anything about suits, if you got different blazers, shirts, ties, you know what I'm saying, and different accessories, you could take three different suits and make 10 different suits out of them. So that's pretty much you got here between helmets, between pants, between jerseys. You know what I'm saying? You can make a number of different jerseys out of these jerseys. Now, the ones I hated the most was the Joey Harrington jerseys with the black line. That shit was just so ugly. Those are the ugliest jerseys they ever had. I hated those jerseys. So they probably got the best looking jerseys in the league, just straight up, just jerseys. Now, if we talking about like as far as the retros, creamsicles, I might pick these over the creamsicles, but it's really hard to compare. Um, it's really hard to compare, retro and now. But the Chargers powder blue is probably still the best jerseys and still probably undefeated in my opinion. Yeah. The Chargers powder blue, yeah, that's probably my favorite still. But yeah, these are just, oh my goodness. So they got Motor City in the inside of these, and this is what I was gonna say. Dan Campbell fought to bring the black jerseys back. So Dan Campbell lobbied for everybody that was talking about we need the black jerseys back. We need the black jerseys back. We need the black jerseys back. Dan Campbell lobbied for this. He pushed to have these black jerseys brought back. So shout out to Dan the man. He pushed for these jerseys. Um, he pushed for these jerseys to come back. So shout out to him. Um, shout out to him. So if you was wondering, Dan the man, Motor City Dan, he pushed for these jerseys to come back into the fold. So the black one. So yeah. Shout out to him. Yeah, shout out to him. So yeah, I love them all. I think I'm gonna get all of them. Me and B Taylor was already talk about shoes to go off the jersey stuff, and hopefully next year, as they look good in these new threads, they continue to play well and excel, and they make that march towards that big game. So yeah. I love them, man. I love the jerseys, man. I give them a 10 out of 10. I give them a 10 out of 10. That don't even like St. Brown inside the helmet right there, to be real. Gibbs. So Gibbs got the blue pants on. So you see how the blue and the black. Like I said, you can just put different things together. And this Jared Goff with this black jersey on. You see the mesh. The helmet is fire. Um, they probably only go with the blue jerseys. So Sewell, got his on. That look crispy. Yeah, they oh man. I mean, yeah. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Appreciate the love, support. Hit the link tree if I'm on Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. Peace.